breathe and make sure that it is there?
I mean, it's hard to react to that, but just put it in a place it's available. I mean, just put it good length and hopefully hit it, and it did today. So it's nice to win it.
Is there any Joe Pavelski stuff to that as well? Do you watch him a lot, how he does it? So?
Yeah, well, I think what's important is when you don't get your stick tied up, you're able to get your stick on it. He's one of the best at it, and just fighting to get your stick free.
No Miro the last 2 games. How important is it for guys like Lundqvist and Miller to step up?
Yeah, no, he's definitely our workhorse. He plays probably the most minutes of anyone, so it's a lot of minutes and shoes to fill. So so far everyone's pulling his weight, and we're anxious to get him back.
I mean, look at the fourth line. Just seemed to have a lot of great shifts tonight. Does that bring energy? It seems like once they do it, the next guys out have a lot of energy too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it sets us all as a group a lot of momentum. They had a couple good shifts before we scored in the first period, so it kind of feeds off that. And it's great to see Kivo get rewarded there with a nice move at the end. So it's really a whole team effort.
What's the difference last year whenever you guys are done with the shift and you watch the rest of the team versus this year?
Well, nothing really. I mean, everyone's trying their hardest. Everyone's competing. That's something that's non-negotiable. So we all expect that. But everyone's kind of feeling it. All 4 lines are really got that mojo, and we feed off all that energy. Perfect.
Thank you. Thanks.
Here we are.
What did you see on your goal? Was it just a little bobble by Carlson, or what did you see?
Yeah, I haven't been watching those situations after the games when we are in the PK and their goalie touched the puck in behind the net, and that's a sometimes good spot to give pressure. And then I saw Carlson stop behind the net, and I had a good speed, so I was just giving a shot for that, and then he was a little lazy, sloppy, and the puck was bouncing, and I got the breakaway.
Fourth line played very well tonight. Are you guys getting some chemistry going?
Yeah, for sure, and getting good shifts and good games that build more confidence for our line, and I think we all like that.
What do you like about it? Is it the grit, the speed? I mean, a little bit of everything?
Yeah, a little bit everything, and the feeling that we are on the same page when we go out there. So you can read each other a little bit more every time when you go out there, and that's a good sign.
How much different do you personally feel right now versus this time last year?
Of course, it feels a little bit better, having a couple of goals and feeling good and getting some penalty kill times too. So I think that's a big difference.
When you look at the opportunity, I mean, Pete said at the beginning the players are going to determine. I mean, guys like you and Delandry have kind of stepped up and really done what he wants you guys to do. Is that is that something you saw the opportunity and grabbed it?
Yeah, kind of. I tried to not think about that too much. I just wanted to come here and after a good summer and start showing what I got, and I didn't think about that too much.
What's your mindset when you're going on the PK? Is it an opportunity, or are you just trying to get through that shift, or how do you look at it?
Just try to get the puck away from them and don't let them score.
We talk about the importance of the home ice advantage. You guys come back off the road, and now you're 3-0 at home. You guys play very, very well here. Is that a confidence that you guys have?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The confidence is high in this building, and that's a big thing for us. We want to be a dominant home team, and I think we are in a good spot right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Until you come out and do it every night, you always wonder, if it's real. But it's real. He's the real deal, and it's such a luxury to have a guy like that, because he makes hard saves look easy, and your team plays with composure in front of him because they know, that he's got those pucks. So, it has a ripple effect on our group.
With goaltenders, we hear a lot about it being so much between the ears as it is anything else. What about his head kind of allows him to be this way?
Yeah, well, you know what? He's got a great demeanor. He's very professional. But also has a real calming personality. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. And what gets overlooked sometimes is the guys have to want to play for you. They have to want to throw themselves in front of a puck to help you out because you're a good guy and a good teammate, and he's got all those qualities.
With the fourth line tonight, they seem to bring
Yeah.
a lot of energy, and the other lines followed right after.
Yeah, they were great. They set up the first goal. They softened up Washington with a real good ozone shift. We scored, I think, a shift later. Some huge penalty kills by those guys. They drew a penalty. Yeah, they've been really good. I mean, we talked coming into the season we needed to be able to roll four lines. We weren't going to chase matchups, and we've been able to do that. Those guys have allowed us to do that.
And then Yoel, I mean, obviously he came into camp having to prove something, and it seems like he's done that.
Who's that?
Yoel Kiviranta.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? He's been great. Like, I remember him in the bubble, and then, I kind of lost track of him last year a little bit because I didn't see him much, and obviously by his stats, he didn't have the year he wanted to, but he came back motivated. I think, he wanted to prove he was the player that you saw in the bubble, and, I think he's doing that. He's been really good for us.
Is that motor that he plays with, or Delandria, is that something that can be taught and coached, or how do you get everyone to play?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can. I think everybody has different skills they hang their hat on, and those guys, their motor, that's a great word for it, is what those guys hang their hat on. I mean, they're going all the time. Their legs are moving. They're attacking. They're forcing turnovers. I would put Glendenning in that category too. So, when you get to this level, you have to do, at least one or two things at a really elite level, and those guys, their motor and their work ethic is at that level.
How have you felt about Lundqvist the last two games with the added minutes?
Yeah, I think he's been great. The kid's been unflappable since we got him, and like I said, I think, offensively you see the gifts, but what I like is how he's defended. He's really hasn't looked overwhelmed or outmuscled in hardly any situations all year, and you forget he's still a young defenseman.
He's still learning about this team, but how big is a game like this coming off the road?
Yeah.
Still missing Miro.
These are tough games. When you're coming off a road trip like that, the first game back is always a little bit of a trap game. I loved our response. I loved our mindset. We basically, I thought, picked up where we left off in the third period in Boston and came and played an honest, hard game again, and got rewarded for it.
Lead the league in fewest goals allowed. I know it's 8 games,
Yeah.
but is that sort of ideal? You want the team to play a little more freely, but there's still...
Yeah, we have to keep that identity, and you know what, that's something that has been a staple here for a long time. And obviously having the goalies we have has helped that. I think I don't know how many chances we've given up. I think we do a really good job defending, but our goalies also play at a real elite level.
Thanks, BJ. Thank you. Thanks, BJ.